Hi, this is Marvelyn Brown with Inner Word Business Services, and we're back today to talk about pages. We're going to set up 4 pages for your site to give you a basic framework. And then on the next video, we're going to set up your first blog post. So let's go ahead and get started. Before I get really into pages though, I do want to do a quick recap of the previous video. So in the previous video, we talked about themes. We kind of finalized our discussion of themes and how important they are to the look, feel, and function of your website. So we kind of took a couple of videos to give you a really good overview of all the options you have in terms of getting a theme that's going to really work, do the heavy lifting for your website now and also into the future. We also talked about the differences between using your website for a personal blog or for a business blog. So you have those options, and the theme that you use is really going to be important based on the decision on whether you're going to use it for personal or whether you're going to use it for business purposes. So if you're interested in themes, go back and take a look at some of the previous videos. And in this video, we're going to quickly walk you through setting up 4 pages. Now, the focus with pages is that pages are the permanent area of your website. So these are the areas that you really want to put the meat and potatoes of your content. You want to make sure that everyone that lands on your site knows who you are, what you do, and how to get in touch with you. So that's what we call this cornerstone content. And we're going to do some posts on cornerstone content and exactly what it means. But just know that your cornerstone content is the foundation of your site. That cornerstone content is going to help your site get ranked with the search engines. It's going to give your readers a direction that you want to take with your site so that when they land, they know exactly what they're getting. So let's go ahead and get started getting these pages set up. So the first thing you want to do, this is the area where you want to focus when you are setting up your pages. So we're going to go to Pages and we're going to go to Add New. Now we're going to add 4 pages. These are the basic pages that most websites have. So this is going to give your site a basic framework. Now in order to help us, we are also going to use a thing called a dummy text generator. Now this dummy text generator is going to create some text for us that we can use for our site so that we don't have to worry about writing articles or writing out the page text that we're going to use on our site. We're going to quickly generate some text using this dummy text generator. So in order to use this text generator, you're going to make a couple of choices and then you'll use the same text over and over throughout your site, and this will give you your basic framework. So with this text generator, you can actually specify the number of words you want to use. I'm just going to keep it real simple and use 200 words and 3 paragraphs. You can also select whether you want to use English words or if you just want to use bogus random words. The other thing that you can select is whether you want to include HTML tags. I'm going to say yes to that because that way I don't have to go in and do any kind of formatting. All my bold, underline, header text, all of that stuff will be specified in the dummy text. So you want to check that if you want to have that function. You also want to include headings and subheadings and any random bold and italic words. This just kind of gives you something that you can use as filler text. So once you do that, you click on Generate, and the program will generate your dummy text. Now to select all of your text, you're just going to go in and click, and as you can see, everything is selected. You're going to click on Control C, and then you're going to go back to your website. So now this is your editor. When you click on Pages and when you click on Post, you're going to have an editor that looks like this. This will enable you to enter your content. So we're going to enter the title of our page right here. And then this is where the body of our text for our page is going to go right here. This is how you add pictures or any kind of media. And you also, the text editor is divided into two different areas. You have a text editor that enables you to enter HTML, which is what we're going to use to paste in our HTML code from the dummy text generator. And you also have a visual editor that you can use that looks like this. So let's go back to the text editor. And because we have HTML code, we're going to click Control V and just click that or add that right in. And then we're going to go to our visual editor just to see how it looks. Now see, as I said, we've got all of our headers, we've got our bold, anything that needed to be underlined is underlined, we have some italics here. So as you can see, everything is all ready to go. We're also going to add an image. And let me just put a title in here. This is going to be our home page. So that'll be our title. It's just going to be called home because this is a page. Now we're going to add a picture to this page. Since this is our home page and we're talking about, health and wellness, I want to make sure that I add a picture that kind of ties in with that. I think I'll add this picture right here. And when you add your pictures in, WordPress does a really great job of automatically sizing your pictures to fit into your post and into your pages. So I'm going to click on the actual image and it's going to bring up a menu that will allow me to format the alignment of my image. So I can do left, I can do center, and I can do right alignment, or I can have no alignment at all, which is where we're at right now. I'm going to left align this so that it will wrap the text around my image so that it will fit right in there with my text. So now I'm going to also add a featured image. Now featured images are great because they show up in various places. So your featured image, for example, will show up if you share your post on Facebook or Twitter or any of the social media platforms. Your featured image is usually the image that shows up on those platforms. Now you don't have to use the same image as your featured image that you use on the post itself. That's just something that I am doing for the sake of this video. So now we've got our first page created. I'm going to save it as a draft. And I'm going to go to add in my next page. So now when you want to add another page, you just click on the add new button. You can click this button here, or you can go to your side menu and add new pages here. So I'm just going to use this button right here, and you make sure that you've saved your page, and then click on the add new button. So now my next page is going to be my contact us page. And there again, because I haven't cut or pasted any, I've pasted but I haven't cut any additional dummy text, I'm just going to keep that same dummy text in this page as well. And I've made a mistake because this is HTML code, and as you can see, this is really a good illustration because you can see that if you text or if you add text that is in HTML format into your visual editor, it's going to show up looking like this. You don't want these tags showing up on your page. So to get rid of that text and undo the last thing that I've done, you can either click on Control Z or you can click on this backwards arrow. I'm going to click on the backwards arrow, and then I'm going to go over and select the text editor, and as you can see the menu has changed. I'm going to click inside, and now I'm going to click my text again, and now when I click on my visual editor, everything will be laid out the way that I want it to be laid out. So now on the Contact Us page, I'm not going to add a picture to this page. I'm just going to save it as draft. and I am going to be ready to add another page. So I've saved it. Now I'm going to click on Add New, and my next page is going to tell about products and services. So I'm going to call this page Services. And because I haven't done anything additional with my dummy text, it should still be on the clipboard in my computer's memory. So I'm going to go ahead and click into the body of my page. I'm going to click on my text editor, and as you can see, the menu changed. I'm going to click on Control V, and I'm going to paste that right in, and click on my visual editor and make sure that everything is okay. And then I'm going to add a picture. So for my services page, I'm going to use, let's see, I'll use this image. I'm going to click on that image so that I can format the alignment, and I'm going to use left alignment. Now the other thing that I want to point out is that you can edit your image. If you click on the pencil, you can add a caption, you can add alternative text. That's something that you want to do to help your image also be found by the search engines and show up in search results. So alternative text, you can change the alignment. You can change the size. As you can see, you can make it really large, you can make it a thumbnail, or you can keep it at a medium size. You can also add a link to your image. You can add a media file, an attachment page, or a custom URL. We're going to work on some of those things later, but we're not going to focus on them now. And then there's some additional formatting that you can add to your image. So those are things that you can do with the image. We're not going to focus on those right now. We've got our page set up, so I'm going to save it. And I'm going to be ready to add a new page. So now our last page that we're going to add is our About Us page. And there again, I'm going to just paste in my dummy text. I'm going to go to my text editor, and I'm going to hit Control V, and then I'm going to go to the visual editor to make sure that everything is formatted. Looks like it is. And I'm going to add a picture. So now, let's see, I guess I will add that picture. And we're going to format that picture. We're going to you know what, why not right align it? We're going to right align this picture, and then we're going to enter our featured image. We're going to use the same image, even though you don't have to. Just for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to save it. So now we should have 4 pages set up on our site. So let's go over and take a look, and the way that you're going to see all of your pages is by using this tab here, All Pages. So now we've got 4 pages here. If you're noticing that all of these pages are in draft. So what we want to do is we want to be able to bulk edit these pages so that they will be published. So to bulk edit these, we're going to click on Title, and as you can see, all of these boxes are now checked. We're going to go up to our Bulk Actions drop down, and we're going to click on Edit, and then we're going to click on Apply. So now we've got all of our pages showing up right here in the Edit box. We're going to change the status of those pages to Published. And then if we wanted to change some additional things, we could do that here as well. But we're going to click on Publish, and we're going to click on Update. So now all of our pages have been published. So as you can see over here, all of our pages have been published at the same time. So now we've got 4 pages on our Marvelous Fit and Well site. And what I'm going to do now is just go out and show you what the page looks like, what our site looks like with these 4 pages. So in order to see what our site looks like, to get from the dashboard to our site, you just go up to this top menu and you click on the drop down that says Visit Site. So now we don't have any content yet because we haven't set up our blog posts. But guess what? Look, across the top we've got our pages all set up. So now we're going to just click on the pages and see what they look like. And it looks like we have our About Us page. And let's just scroll back up to the top. We've got our Contact Us page. And we've got our home page. And we've got our services page. So we're all done setting up our pages. The next video is going to cover setting up our blog posts. So I'm going to sign out for now, but I will see you on the next video that covers setting up your blog posts. Thanks so much for looking at this video and have a great day.